Hello, YouTube and universe, and welcome to Skyrstorm Productions. I'm your host, Morro, here to bring you everything in your favorite brands and more. And today on Random Review, we will be taking a look at the new Studio Series 86 Megatron. And oh boy, have I been waiting for this figure. But before we begin, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notifications so you don't miss another video like this. Because it may be a small click for you guys, but it's a big help for me and the channel. Thank you, and without further ado, let's start this review on an amazing figure. Now, where do I start on this thing? It's perfect. It feels like the perfect iteration of G1 Megatron, better than anything from Siege, Earthrise, or anything. It just feels like the definitive version of G1 Megatron, front and center. And I cannot complain about that because it's perfect. But anyway, let's take a look at the sculpt real quick. Starting off with the head. And of course, it's the bucket head Megatron. And I love this one a lot. Now, personally, I like it when it's a little squat, but I like how it looks for this one. Though, to me, the Siege head sculpt was a little better. But yeah, it looks exactly how he did in G1. And I like it. I also like the different shades of gray they used for his face compared to the rest of the helmet. Because, if you know, some people take the lazy routes when designing Megatrons and just make the whole face gray. Prime. But anyway. Yeah, I like how it looks. Chest, of course, has the Decepticon logo. And it has all his buttons and the side vents on them. And even the sides are painted. So be careful with that because it may chip. For the arms, they look really good. I like how they're also painted red right here as well. So again, watch out for that while transformation because that will chip. Mine hasn't started chipping yet, thankfully. And I like the little details they have going along the side. It looks really good. Same on this side. And the fusion cannon looks great. But I'll talk about that more with his accessories. For his waist area, looks pretty good. And of course, he has his little side things right here. But one thing I like to do, because the transformation, you can actually rotate them to be butt flaps. You could do that for that side as well. And it makes it look really clean on the sides. Though, ultimately, I prefer to keep it like this. I don't know why, but Megatron works better with a hip skirt. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway, for the legs, they look real good. Now, you probably can't tell because of the lighting, but they're this palish gray, and it looks good, though I wish they were darker. And as we know, we're probably going to get a recolor of this eventually. So, just be expecting that to have a darker shade, but either way, I'm keeping this version of my Megatron. And let's talk about the back real quick, because this thing is clean. Let me push that back a little bit so you can see the full thing. You can barely tell it's a Transformer. It looks more like an action figure than anything else because of how clean it looks. No back kibble, no nothing. And honestly, I love that even more for it. Now, what is this? The third Megatron we review on the channel, and so far, all the Megatrons I reviewed, they don't miss. But anyway, it looks really good, and I can't complain about it. Now, let's move on to some articulation. Starting off with the head. Has a little swivel. Can go 360 around. Can look up a little bit. Can look down, only straight. Which, okay. We know you like Prime. But anyway. Arms can go out 90 degrees. He has elbow bend. And it goes in deep and nothing backwards. Arm can move 360 around, give him a little whirlpool. Now on my copy, the left arm is a little loose, so I gotta be careful with that. But it does the same thing. Out, bend, and helicopter. Sorry, that's the only thing I think about when I'm doing this. But anyway, he has a waist swivel. Legs can go out all the way. They can go back, out. You can even hit a Jean-Claude Van Damme with them. knees bend. He has a little bit of a toe down because of transformation. And foot swivel. Always love my figure stuff foot swivel because that means you can get them into some dynamic poses. Like, let me just try something real quick. Get a little bend. Oh, also, he has hand articulation, which is rare for figures, but I always love when either Megatron or Optimus has them. And there. You can get him into some real dynamic poses. I like this one specifically. Shows him getting ready for a fight. Anyway, yeah, that's it for articulation. Let's move to accessories. Starting off with his main accessory that every good Megatron should be coming with, his fusion cannon. And honestly, I like how it looks. I wish the front part was a little bulky. It still looks good. I especially love the exhaust part. And because of transformation, this part opens up. And you can give him like a shoulder cannon if you like. Or give a figure that lays flat a shoulder cannon. Because, you know, Megatron's things right here, they don't allow it to sit flat. But anyway, yeah. Really good accessory. Let's move on to the rest of the stuff he comes with. And this part right here, that turns in, well, for the original Megatron, this turned into the barrel of his gun. But for this, it acts more like an extra piece that goes on there for vehicle mode. But one thing I do like you could do with it, fold it in, and you could give him 2 fusion cannons like he did in TF1, if it will fit. Oh. Why does stuff always fall? Alright, managed to find it. Now, as I was saying, you can fit it into here. And you could give him the double fusion cannons that he had in the Transformers 1, which I find really cool. Plus, since it's on a 5mm port, it can fit anywhere, honestly. Even in his hand. You could give him like a sort of club. Or he could just be... take it like a pipe. Oh, that was a good one. But anyway, that's it for the accessories that stay on his body. Let's move on to the other accessories. Starting off, his laser sword that he used to cut up Optimus in the 86 movie during their climactic fight near the beginning of the movie. Now, the thing is, nothing comes apart with it, so that's why he has the opening hand. You just slide it in there until it clicks. If it will click for mine. There we go. And you just close up the hand. And voila. He has an energy sword. Wacha! And plus, he has really good wrist swivel with the arm. It makes for really good swings. Plus, you can really use it for stop motion as well. Now, let me just move that out. Just one. Now, there's also one final accessory that he comes with. Oh, but before I talk about that, let me get the sword out. And another thing is, it could just fit right here on his back. Just really cool. Though, you gotta be worried about the hands because when you try to take it out, it could pop it off. Now, for his final accessory, he comes with what everyone wants. A gun version of himself. That's right. It can fit into the 5mm port right here. And voila, Gun Megatron. Now, in the box art, it had a blue arm instead of the normal Megatron one. So, can we expect a retool of that sometime soon? I don't know. But hopefully, maybe. A blue Megatron doesn't sound half bad. But you can also give him to any other Decepticons so they could be like, they're firing him. And for the back storage, there's this little sliver right here that connects with the top of the gun. And you just plug it in. And I like how all the weapons just store on his back. Even though it shows some stuff popping out, you can just play it off as he's grabbing it from his back. And all in all, that's pretty good. Now, there will be no comparisons this video. I know, right? No comparisons? Well, I don't want the video to be too long, and plus, it's already pushing 8 to 9 minutes, and we haven't even gone to the vehicle mode yet. So, no comparisons this video. Sorry about that. But hey, Let me know in the comments down below, do you prefer my videos with comparisons or my videos without them? Because this will be the first one without them. And which one would you prefer to see later on, okay? Okay. Now, let's go off to the transformation. Alright, to start the transformation the easiest way, start off with the guns first. Take off the back one, line it up, and stick it in. And then unclip this part, and then you have that ready. Now for Megatron, start off with the forearms, open them up, both sides, twist it all the way around, rotate the fist upward, well, the hand facing like this, and push it in, and close up the forearms. Again, do it on the same side, open it up, fold the fist, and twist. I forgot. You also got to make sure that the hand is completely closed. Okay. Next, open up the chest. Flip. Open the chest. Take this out of it. Take the arms. Pull them out. Okay. Flip it up. Open all the way up. And flip Megatron's head in. And leave it like this. Then take out to his chest. Well, his stomach panel. Open it up. And it reveals the wheel. Then collapse that in and fold this out. Next, what you want to do, take the panel in and push it in until these two parts right here connect. And then rotate the arms to where these pins are in. And voila. Collapse. Sorry, sometimes mine doesn't want to do it all the way. Oh wait, fold the arms backwards. Forgot that. Fold that together and twist it around. Then for the legs, go down here, open this up. Oh, we'll first fold the feet down, open these up. Take the leg, move it back front, fold these up, take the legs, and fold them out. Then what you want to do, take it to the side, open it up, let that out and fold it back in. Do the same for this side. Then take the part that was at the back of the foot and bring it on up. Do that for this side. Open, fold, close. Open, fold, close, and bring it on up. Next, flip this around. Well, use the waist swivel to flip it around. Make sure these parts are open and bring it down, because for one, these will collapse into one another to make sure it doesn't move. Do that for this side. collapse this in. Well, bring that up. Fold the legs up. Well, fold the shins up. The shins up. Accidentally folded that in all the way. One sec. There we go. Take these ports right here and place them underneath. They should connect right here. Well, let's do the easier part. Make sure these connect right here in the center. Now fold the legs in, and they all connect like this. And line it up with the knob I was just talking about. Like this. Do that for this side. Okay. And then for the feet, fold them. Use the toe tilt that he has. And collapse them like this. Fold down. And finally bring back in his fusion cannon. Connect it to the two ports that connect right here. Like that. This connects right there. Snap it on, connect. And voila. We have SS86 Megatron in tank mode. And here we have our Megatron in tank mode. I might say, I like how it looks. It reminds me of an old-fashioned John tank. And I really like it. The one thing I had to say about it is, it's not G1, of course. You know, G1 Megatron turned into his gun mode, which was integral to his character. Because, you know, they wanted the main villain to stand out. Well, that's how I interpret it based off of how the writing stuff for Bubba and Asky said. But yeah, but this is more of a Transformers Devastation Megatron, if anything, which would go perfect with how they were releasing the Devastation figures recently, and with Devastator being in the same release span that this was. So, to me, when you put him into vehicle mode, this isn't just your G1 Megatron anymore. This is your Devastation Megatron. And if you accept that, hey, guess we have the same wavelength. Because I'm of the belief that Megatron should always be a gun if you're talking about the G1 version. If he turns into a tank, that's a different iteration. But anyway, I like how this looks. And everything looks good until you go to the back, where it just shows the hinges of where his feet were. It's a little messy, and I think they could have done something differently. Like, what if they had the feet and had ball joints and they could turn it sideways, but I'm not a designer at Hasbro. I don't know what goes on in their brains. But yeah, other than that, it looks good. I like the grill on it. Well, not grill, but the front end on it. The Decepticon logo that was on his chest still prominent as ever. And I like how it looks, even though the treads don't move. He has two wheels down here and one where his chest was. And another thing, it is hollow down here. Yes, I know it's really clean in robot mode, but I wish there was some more parts where they could just fill this up. Because there's no reason a leader class figure should have this gaping hole in it. It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah. And for the barrel, I wish it was just longer and the attachment piece could just fill it all the way. But other than that, it's good. And one thing you can do, you can spin it around all the way. Oops, accidentally disconnect that. You can spin it all the way around, angle it up, And it lifts this up a little bit, and he could be firing something in the air like if the aerial bots are trying to attack the Decepticon base. Bam! Bam! And yeah, that's pretty cool. Now for where his accessories do, you could put, since both of them have 5mm ports, 5mm pegs, you could place them anywhere on him. I personally like to place one on his side right here, and the other right here. So you can have two blasters aiming at the same time, and if someone gets too close to his back end, he can flip the sword around and just back up into them, stabbing them. And I don't know, this is a really good Megatron for his vehicle mode. Personally, I prefer Megatron, if he's not a gun, to be a aerial vehicle, but a tank works. Because, well, I'm a Transformers animated fan. The helicopter Megatron was so cool. But yeah, I heard they might be retooling this into a jet somehow, and if they do, that would be really impressive. Well, that retool will make another Megatron that turns to a jet. I heard that. I don't know if it's true, so take that with a grain of salt. But I really love this figure. Now, let's get on to my final thoughts. And that is it for my review of the 86 Megatron. And I have to say, if you can find this, get it. It is an amazing figure, and you will never regret getting it. This is going to be my definitive Megatron, and I don't know if they'll be able to improve upon this, because this is the definitive G1 Megatron from now on. I don't know if they'll change it again, making it even better, but if they do, I probably won't get it, because this is where it's at. And with the price hike of certain figures, we got to be careful of what we're spending when it comes to them. So, remember, be careful what you're doing and make sure you get the characters you want. But yeah, I really love this. The articulation is amazing. I love all the accessories, and the color scheme is good. Though I know they're probably going to retool this. Recolor it and make this part black so it could be more cartoon accurate. But hey, I'm okay with this. I could paint it myself. The only problem I have with it is its left arm is a little loose, but there's nothing a little nail polish can't fix. And overall, it's a 10 out of 10 figure. And if that's everything, that's a wrap. Fade to black.